response after Tuesday. What did you make of that here tonight?
Yeah. So obviously much better. We wanted to defend better. That was a big thing that last game we got caught cheating a lot, and I thought we were a lot better tonight. And just being on the right side, being tougher to play against, and still would have been nice to score some more goals and power play too, which was terrible on today. But we stuck with it, and that's a gutsy win. 2-1 win, and it was a good response by us, and we got something we got to build off of.
Ryan, you guys get the win, but what frustrates you about the power play currently?
Myself, to be honest. I feel like I can't make a play. I had a good chance there. Phil put it to me on an open net, and I hit the shin pad. It's just tight right now. I got to settle in and get back to the strengths of my game and just build it from there. But it is tough because it is something. If we get going, it's just gonna give us more confidence. Everywhere. Our 5-on-5 game and everything. So it's something. Obviously, it is an issue. We're gonna keep working at it and get this clicking soon.
Right. You talked about searching for more offense, but stylistically, the way you guys played that game, is that the formula for you guys to win games right now?
Yeah. I thought we forechecked well tonight. We were hard on their D. I think we did a good job of wearing them down. Had some good sustained ozone pressure at times, and again, that's something too we want to have. And it's just I think as a group, kind of what I said before, of just not cheating the game. We're in no position to do that right now, especially not scoring goals. We have to be on the right side, and that's got to be our foundation and build from that. So it was better tonight, and again too, we have to just keep building on top of that.
What's been the key to having such a solid penalty kill so far?
I think everyone's committed to it. I think being on the same page and reading off each other well. I think guys are prepared, and it's a big 5-on-3 kills of big blocks. Huge block by Yost there. That's kind of sacrifice and being on the same page and working for each other. It's it's effective. I think too some of the poise plays our D are making too under pressure, and just that little turn or little pass to get it down is it's tough as a guy on the power play trying to get after that. Guys make those plays. It's tough.
How did you think that you guys performed tonight?
Yeah, I think that was exactly what we got. I think good effort from everybody. Obviously, the penalty killers were huge. A lot of big blocks there, but yeah, I think we're playing good in the lead as well.
You guys have talked about, and the coaches have talked about, kind of cleaning the porch in front of you and allowing you to see the puck. What's that been like from your perspective so far this year in terms of your defensemen giving you a good sight line out there?
Yeah, obviously it's huge. Helps me a lot. So yeah, it's obviously very grateful for that.
How good have the penalty killers been in front of you? Like, what are you seeing that's working in that regard?
Yeah. Obviously we've been good. I think everybody kind of knows what we need to do out there, and then we're kind of all connected. So yeah, we trust each other, and so far it's been good.
A lot of dirty work done by Big Mac's line there for Cole to get that goal, the game winner for you guys. How nice is that to see?
Yeah, obviously, it's nice for them to get their reward. Obviously, they're working hard on every game, and obviously they're a big part of the penalty kill. So I think that was well deserved.
For yourself, do you like the way you played so far through these first 8 games?
Yeah, I felt good out there. Obviously, there's always some things we always try to improve, but I'll just try to keep doing my best.
Have you ever had a goal that close on the line that's barely trickling?
I don't think so. I had a swipe at it, and I got kind of mauled there and missed it. And if that went across the line, I would have been seeing that one all night. But thankfully, it did.
I know you guys wanted a response after Tuesday. What did you think of the response tonight?
No, I liked it. I think the first period was obviously a weird period. 5-on-5, I thought we played really well. And second period, 5-on-5, we played great. Just didn't go in for us. So the message was just stick with it. It wasn't going to be easy, and we did, and we were able to get one tonight.
It seems like your line has been pretty close to scoring for a few games now. How nice was it to get something like that, even if it was kind of a dirty goal?
Yeah, we're going to live and die on dirty goals. So felt nice. I think we've been playing pretty well the last couple of games, and, just haven't gotten in for us. And so it felt good for that one to go in.
Cole, I know you guys as a team are looking for more goals, but the game tonight, the style that you played, is that the way you guys are going to have to play?
Yeah, for sure. I think even if you watch our first few games, when we're playing well, we're very stingy. We're making the right plays, and you can tell when we have bad games, we open it up and don't play to our identity. So I think what you saw tonight is how we have to play if we're going to win games.
When you see the puck just trickling through the crease like that, is that a slow-mo moment for you? What's going on?
For sure, slow-mo there. Once I saw a little white behind the puck, I was pretty happy. But, those moments will stick with you. Time moves slow.
What's it been like to see Ozzy Weisblatt just jump in on that line with you guys now?
Yeah, it's been great. he's kind of formed into our identity down there, and he's a gritty player, and he's going to play hard every night, and so that's what we love about him. I mean, if he's going to make a mistake, he's going hard, and we can live with that all night long.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really good. I mean, I think we played to as close to a 60-minute game as we could. Obviously, every game is going to have some adversity, but I thought we pushed through very good.
I know you'd rather score more goals out there, but do you like these kind of defensive battles as a defenseman, a guy who enjoys that side of the puck?
I mean, I think every team likes to score as many goals as possible, but at the same time, you got to be ready for these types of games. I think we all are. It's not just a defensive thing. We need the forwards to come back and help, and obviously they did a great job of that tonight.
What have you made of just the chemistry between you and Brady so far? And I know things got jumbled up at times tonight, but you and Brady together, what have you liked about that to this point?
I know, I've kind of always said, I mean, we were lucky enough to play together all the way through camp, so we kind of got some time to build chemistry there. And I mean, like I said, he's just a very easy guy to play with, super easy to make reads off of, great communicator, both on the ice and then when we get on the bench, what we see, what we didn't see, what to do next time. And so he's been doing a great job helping me through that.
Why have you guys been able to find so much success on the penalty kill thus far?
I don't know. I don't know if I should answer that either. No, but I think, like I said, it's kind of what we talked about earlier, just chemistry thing. All four guys on the ice, reading off each other, trusting each other, so we do the best job with that.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
after losing 4 straight, how big was it to come out the close win tonight?
Yeah, no, it feels very good. Obviously, like I said, there's going to be adversity throughout the season all the time. Obviously, it was a bit much this early, but I mean, back to 500 is it? Yeah, points percentage at least. And so, yeah, we just got to build off that.
Coach, after the loss on Tuesday night, Ryan O'Reilly said post-game that, hey, that wasn't us. Did you get the response from your team tonight that you were looking for?
Yeah, definitely did. I think a little bit of a reset in our mindset, and I thought it was evident in the way we played tonight. I thought everybody was all in. Everybody paddled hard and pulled their weight, and it was great to get a win. Big save by Juuse at the end.
Robbie? Oh, sorry, Alex already had the mic. My bad. Go for it.
Cole Smith, Michael McCarron, that line, it feels like they've been really close to some goals these last few games. They get rewarded. What is it about that line that has been working so well the last few games?
Well, I think it's been since I've been here. Big Mac and Smitty, and they've had different guys, and now it's Ozzy, and they're kind of the identity line of our team, and they're a little bit of the driver. I think, especially when they're playing like they did tonight, and for most of the year, they bring a certain style to play. They're predictable. When you put them out there, you feel very comfortable. I thought they set the tone there in the third period from that first shift, and I think we settled in for the most part that period. But yeah, they were really good tonight, and they've been really good all year. And it was nice to see them get rewarded. I mean, they get so many chances, and it was nice to see one go in for them.
Sorry, Alex. Now we'll go around. Andrew, Perbix made a ton of plays tonight behind the net, either chipping pucks out, killing plays behind the net. Just what have you learned about him? What have you seen from him through the first part of the season so far?
Yeah, I thought he was really good on the 5-on-6. I mean, I thought he was good all game. I thought his game got better as it went on. I thought he made tremendous poise plays down the stretch for us, and that's what he brings. And sometimes you're hoping for a little bit more pace from him, but he brings a lot of poise and a lot of smarts, and it's a calming effect for our group. And he's played well all year, so it was you trust him to go out there at the end, and he's going to make a play for you.
Jack on the left in the middle.
Over these last 2 games, you guys have found a lot of success off the tip, those goals out in front, those garbage goals and stuff like that. Do you feel like especially tonight and winning the game, do you feel like that's something that could really spark the offense, get it going, and get you guys to a good place?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. They're not going in easy right now. I think we're sticking with it. I think there's some things we can do a little bit better offensively. I think we pass up a lot of shots in good areas. We're a little slow to pull the trigger. I think we get ourselves in the slot, and either we don't shoot or it gets blocked just because we're a little slow. But, I think the greasy goals, I think that's part of what a lot of our guys can bring. You talk about Big Mac's line. I think Bunce is always in around that area, and we'll get rewarded if we keep pounding at it. I know it's frustrating for the group to hear because they want the results and they're not seeing it. But I think we're trying to paint a picture that we are doing a lot of good things in the offensive zone. I think analytically tells you. I think the visually, there's some things we got to do a little bit better, and I think we're squeezing it, and it leaks into the power play. Our top guys are really tight. They know and they want it so bad they're almost over trying right now, and We're kind of not quite in cohesion or rhythm on the power play, but that style of play, that offensive zone possession, you're going to be rewarded at some point or another.
Bruno, you guys bring back Matthew Wood. Obviously, poise, skill evident in his game. What'd you make of that performance from him?
Kind of right where he left off. I thought he was our best player in camp. And he went down there, played some good games, and I thought he just jumped right in and fit in really good. I thought a lot of poise. I think he probably could have had a couple of goals. Puck seems to find him, and then he's strong enough and big enough to hold guys off and make a poised play. So really good first outing for him for sure.
Russell?
You mentioned some of the top guys are pretty tight, and Barry Trotz was talking about how important it is to get that group of guys going. I guess what do you say to them to try to take the pressure off of them to just kind of go out there and play?
Breathe. I think when you get in those, I wish I had a solution. As a player, I've been through them. As a coach, I've been through them, and there's different ways or different things you can say, but a lot of times it's just they're great players. They'll find their rhythm at some point. You try to hang in there a little bit with them. Also, there might be some changes on the way too. We'll see. But we do need them, and it's not from a lack of effort whatsoever. It's just not going right now for them, and they'll find it. They found it their whole careers. They'll find it, and that's why right now we have to play a certain way to keep ourselves in games like tonight and most of the year besides, I would say, the Anaheim game and parts of Winnipeg. That's kind of what we're going to have to look like here right now until we get going a bit.
Bruno, feels like you're killing off a 5-on-3 almost every night these
Yeah.
days. But I know you prefer not to be there, but regardless, the penalty kill, what do you see in there?
Well, one, there was too many stick infractions right now for us. We can't play teams where we're taking penalties in 5-on-3. So that for me is the focal point. I thought at the start of the game, I thought our stick play was a little loose. I thought it was a little slow, and we got penalties for it. I got better as the game went on, but yeah. And as for a penalty kill, it's as good as there is in the NHL for the last 2 years. I know we went through some injuries, lost some guys last year, but it hung in there, and it's been fantastic here all year so far.